Just ready? Break now. Enemy locked on target.
Alert, body
Focus on our
damage.
6.
Alert, body
Enemy
damage.
targets located.
Alert, body damage.
On our right.
Alert, body damage.
Focus on our 6.
Alert, body damage.
Take off. Up ahead. Fire. Shoot it down. Jesus, miss. On our right. Enemy in sight. Enemy locked on us. Missile approaching.
Alert, body
Nine.
damage. Alert, body damage.
Focus on our tail.
Alert, body damage. Alert, body damage. Alert, body damage.
Focus on our tail. Focus on our tail. Focus on our 6. Focus on our tail. Take off. Enemy targets located. Enemy in sight. Up ahead. Focus on our 6. Up ahead. On our right. Enemy in sight. Up ahead. Great shot. Focus on our tail. Enemy in focus on our 6. On our right. Focus on our 6. Up ahead. Take off. Focus on our 6. Take off. On our right. Up ahead. Enemy locked on target. Fire. Shoot it down. Focus on our 6. On our left. Up ahead. Fire. Shoot it down. Focus on our 6. Up ahead. Fire. Shoot it down. On our right. Focus on our 6. On our left. Focus on our 6.
Alert, body damage. Alert, body damage.
Enemy
Alert,
locked
body
on.
damage.
Missile approaching.
Alert,
Dive.
body
Dive.
damage. Alert, body damage.
On our right. Enemy in sight. Focus on our 6. Blue on our left. Focus on our 6. On our left. Enemy up ahead. Enemy locked on target. Fire. Shoot it down. Focus on our 6. Focus on our tail. Up ahead. On our left. Up ahead. Fire. Shoot it down. Blew him away. Enemy in sight. Enemy locked on. Altitude too low. Fly. Enemy in sight. Enemy locked on target. Great shot. Great shot. Enemy in sight. Enemy locked on target. Enemy in sight. Enemy locked on target. Enemy locked on... Bingo! Yahoo! Enemy in sight. Enemy locked on target. Great shot! Enemy in sight. Enemy targets located. Up ahead! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Focus on our 6. On our right. Take off. Let's return to mission, buddy. Up ahead.
Warning.
Enemy on our left. Focus on our 6. On our left. Focus on our tail. Take off.
Warning. Warning. Warning.
Enemy locked on us. Missile approaching. Dive. Dive.
Warning.
On our right.
Warning.
Focus. Take off.
Warning.
Enemy locked on us. Missile approaching.
Warning.
Dive. Dive. On our right. Focus on our 6. I'm losing him. Enemy targets located. Up ahead. Enemy locked on target. Jesus! Focus on our 6. On our left.
Warning.
Up ahead. Focus on our 6. Up ahead. Focus, take off. Jesus! On our left. Up ahead. Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down!
Warning.
Focus on our 6.
Warning. Warning. Warning.
Enemy locked on us.
Warning.
Missile approaching. Dive! Dive! Up ahead! Focus on our 6. Focus on our tail!
Warning. Warning.
Take off!
Warning. Warning.
Enemy in sight. On our left!
Caution.
Focus on our tail! Enemy target located. I'm losing him! Let's return to mission, buddy! I'm losing him! Enemy target located. Up ahead! Enemy in sight. Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Here! Out! On our left! Up ahead! Focus on our 6. Bingo! Get altitude too low! Flying! On our left! Take off! Enemy target located. Enemy target located. Up ahead! Focus on our 6. Enemy target located.
Caution.
Take off! Wingman has been hit. I'm losing him! Enemy target located. On our left. Focus on our 6. Bring altitude too low. Fly. Take off. Enemy target located. Up ahead. Bogey on our 6. Enemy targets located. Take off. Up ahead. On our left, bogey on our 6. Quick shot.
Caution.
Take off.
Caution.
Bogey on our tail. I'm losing him. Let's return to mission, buddy. Enemy targets located. Enemy in sight. Enemy locked on target. Fire! Back one! On our left. Quick shot! Bogey on our 6. Enemy targets, take off! Enemy targets located. Up ahead! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Bogey on our 6. On our left. Up ahead! On our right. Up ahead! Fire! Shoot it down! Enemy target located. Up ahead! Enemy inside. On our left! Enemy locked on target. Bingo! Yeah! Lost wingman! Up ahead! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Bogey on our 6. On our left! Enemy targets located. Up ahead! Enemy locked on target. Fire! Shoot it down! Jesus! Miss! On our left! Up ahead! Jesus! Miss! Enemy in sight. Fire! Shoot it down! Stay with him. Don't let him get away. Stay with him. Don't let him get away. Stay with him. Oh. Enemy in sight. I'm losing him. Let's return to mission, buddy. Enemy in sight. Enemy locked on target. Bingo! Yahoo! Mission accomplished.